Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to Ask to My Aunt. My name is Ayize Ma'at, and I normally do these videos with my lovely and incredible wife, Iana Ma'at, but I'm flying solo today. I got a question that came in from a guy who wants to know, essentially, how long does he have to pay for the sins of his past? He said that he committed an act of infidelity about a year ago with a high school fling, and he said that he apologized to his woman, but he wants to know how long does he have to pay for what he did about a year ago. He said that he cheated on more than one occasion, but again, since then he's apologized and he's cut the woman out of his life. So I give you kudos for that. I mean, that's what you should do. You should have never been in a relationship with her in the first place. But in terms of your question, how long do you got to pay for the sins of your past? You really shouldn't even be asking that question, because it's evidence that you're counting the cost. And when it comes to you being in a relationship with your woman, and then having your family reassured and secured, you shouldn't be counting that cost, because it's something that you should just be doing. And so if you messed up in your relationship, if you committed an act of infidelity, then you got to do what's necessary in order to make the relationship get back on track. And so sometimes guys, they write in, and granted it's been a year, but sometimes it's going to take more than a year. Sometimes it might take 2 or 3 years in order for her to completely feel like she's secure and she can trust you in that relationship. So again, a couple of things that you need to consider. The first thing is that I would say is that the responsibility rests on your shoulders. Don't be thinking about her coming around in terms of her trusting you, but you should be thinking about what it is that you're going to do to reassure her and help her to feel secure in a relationship. So the buck rests with you. The ball is in your court. You're in the doghouse, and it's your responsibility to dig your way out. And so how do you do that? The first thing, of course, you need to apologize. You said you did that. But the second thing, apology without action ain't no real apology. Apology without action is not a real apology. And so if you're continuing to engage in the same behavior, hanging out at clubs, still on this Facebook thing, checking out old people from high school and old college flings, and hiding numbers in your cell phone and not leaving your cell phone out because you got somebody who might hit you up, nah, bruh. That ain't going to work, because your woman is watching your behavior, but even more importantly, you have not made a change for you. And so until you make the change for you, your woman ain't going to recognize the change that you said that you've made. So your actions need to follow your apology. This ain't no preschool sandbox fight where you can apologize and say, I'm sorry, and then y'all be friends again. Nah. She may love you, but you committed a serious breach in your relationship, and so now you got a responsibility, whether it take 6 months, a year, 2 years, 3 years. If it's really worth it, you got to put in the work in order to show her that you want her. Not only do you want her, but you want your family. So do what you got to do. Get that work, man. Do what you got to do. The responsibility rests with you. And so when she starts to see you making the changes, when she starts to feel more secure, when she feels that she can trust you, when she thinks that you become a new person, it's not about you doing something short term, man. Some dudes think that, I could do something for 3 months, 6 months, and I've put in the work. Nah, dude. Your woman is watching you. She's watching you. And so when it comes to this whole issue of infidelity, recognize that it's so serious that some people even say that it's almost even more detrimental and more dangerous and more impactful than death. That's what some scholars say, that it's even more impactful than death, because the person is walking around and they're expecting you to be in a relationship with them, and they've effed up. But now they want you to feel like it's all good. And so in order for her to get past that, again, you got to do your work. You got to do your part, and you got to reassure her. So how long does it take? How long do you got to pay? Stop counting the cost and recognize that it's your responsibility to do whatever it is that you need to do to help her to feel secure, so that she, you, and your family can have the relationship that y'all deserve. Stop playing, Slim. And for real, start pushing.